I call that piece ... On to the next track in the Amplified Rock Saga series. This is a Sammy series, which is absolutely awesome so far. We've reacted to 2, and it's been beautiful, right? The last track we reacted to was Alter Bridge, Solace. Beautiful, beautiful song. And this one over here is Metalingus. Metalingus, for some odd reason, sounds familiar. I'm not entirely sure if I've ever reacted to Metalingus, but it sounds familiar. But obviously, I'll let you know once we get going. I'll let you know if I've heard it before or not. It's just the name sounds familiar for some odd reason. Anyway, for those of you who are only joining us now, this is a series, so I'd suggest you go back 2 reactions to the beginning of the series and start from there, because if you like Alter Bridge and you like Tremonti, that's all it is. The series is all about Alter Bridge and Tremonti. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got. God, this track is so much fire. Obviously such a simple track with regards to just tough times, and actually because it's all down to mental, right? Everything's down to mental. It's when you decide to flip that switch and to turn your life around, that's when it turns around. It just so happens that's when it turns around. It's literally like a light switch, right? If you're going to decide to consistently stay defeated and to be always look at the world as if it's other people's fault that you're in the position. Once you take accountability, once you take everything as your fault in your life, right? That mentality switch is massive. It just all of a sudden it changes, because then you've got the mechanics to fix everything all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Because you always just push it out when you keep telling it's everybody else's fault that you're in this position, whatever else. You're not handling your problems. You're literally just trying to brush them under the carpet, right? So you're not actually looking at your problems for what they are. Right? But the moment you decide that it is your obligation, right, and it is your responsibility, and that you are accountable for your own existence, that light switch turns, and all of a sudden you're like, fuck, this is all my fault. And then the mechanics kick in. Fuck, okay, so if I'm doing this to myself, what do I need to stop? You start actually looking at yourself in a much more intricate way and start being like, okay, but what do I need to stop doing to get myself out of this position? All right? And all of a sudden, the answers just come to you. All of a sudden, right? You start getting those answers. It's like, okay, well, if I stop doing this, if I stop doing that, if I stop lying, if I stop doing this kind of bullshit, if I stop drinking, or I stop smoking, or I stop that, and whatever else, and I start exercising and stuff like that, and you start realizing, do you know what I mean? Because at some point, at some level in your life, excuses are going to run out, right? And on the other side of excuses is action, because you have no other option, right? Eventually, you're going to run out of all excuses, and it's going to lead to action. That's the natural progression. Do you know what I mean? So once you run out of those excuses, and the moment you decide you're not going to make excuses anymore, action kicks into play, and things start changing. So awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is fire. I like this. Instrumentation's hard, but I like it. fire, man. Oh no, I actually thought that this video was like playing in reverse, which would have been very, very, very cool. Oh no, I'm completely, my eyes are deceiving me over here. It's turning cows into bullets for some odd reason. I don't know, but it's turning cows into bullets. Oh, okay, I get it. That's actually kind of like a political statement as well. All right, cool.
I'll never long for what might have been. Now, regret won't waste my life again. Oh, I won't look back, I'll fight to remain.
This little video is very, very cool because it is kind of like a political statement, but it's also a societal statement, and it's also down to sort of like societal conditioning to a certain degree, where we actually become more toric and we go by, you know, if we don't think, we very easily comply at the end of the day. So knowledge is absolutely everything, right? And if we decide to sort of be devoid of knowledge, and we don't want to go down, you don't want to be informed, then you're going to be easily manipulated and you're going to be easily controlled, right? So that video plays into that quite well. I like that. This video actually kind of reminds me with regards to like how the heart's being pumped by machinery, essentially. So like, don't be these mechanical machines. It actually reminds me of a really, really beautiful, iconic speech by Charlie Chaplin, where it's like, don't be machines. Don't let them make you machines. You humans, you human with a human heart and a human brain. Do you know what I mean? You're not a machine. I can't remember, I'm obviously paraphrasing over here. I can't remember the actual speech from Charlie Chaplin, but it kind of plays into that, which I think is absolutely fire. Fear can be absolutely debilitating. Where it says fear will kill me, but it can be debilitating, but fear can also save you. At the end of the day, it is the fear of losing something beautiful and something valuable is why you will actually fight to preserve it. It's the fear of the loss of that, right? And then there's a debilitating fear where you actually where the anxiety comes from and things like that, and it all funnels down to death. All fear funnels down to the ultimate demise of the person, the ultimate demise of the soul. It might not seem as such, but it is like that when you actually fear something, even though it's something small, it always funnels down to something that is the end of day for you, you know, at the end of your life, essentially. It's the crux of that. I can't actually remember the actual literature on that right now. It was actually in one of my wife's psychology books, in terms of how fear is actually broken up in the psyche with regards to how the psyche actually processes that kind of thing. And it can be something small where you're fearful of a certain small thing that's not fatal, but it always plays down to death. I can't remember. It was actually very, very clever. I need to go back and read that again. So yes, that over there can absolutely be debilitating, but fear also can be a very powerful thing, right? The fear of losing something beautiful, the fear of losing something valuable, will make you work even harder for that, will make you defend that. It'll actually instill a sense of virtue and value in you, because you fear to lose something that is of the most utmost value to you, like your family, like providing for the people you love. Do you know what I mean? So it can be very powerful. I actually really like that was fire. I actually really, really like that track. It was hard on the instrumentation, but it suited it, right? Because specifically with the lyrics, right, it does feel like chaos. Sometimes it does feel, fear can feel chaotic. Do you know what I mean? And they actually play to that, where the actual instrumentation made you feel like that. It just made it feel like this, just makes you feel somewhat unsettled, but also somewhat sort of like rejuvenated and alive, something to fight for, is what I felt by that. So you guys let me know what you think down below. That for me was the highlight so far of the series. I've only reacted to 3 so far, but that was the highlight for me so far. You guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the very next one. Peace.